So I've got a couple things that I want to say. So, first, I would like to apologize for my stage banter in my previous act because I felt like a douchebag. First, because I told you to settle down, and that's just not cool. And second, to the clappers over yonder, that was also rude. Sorry. I didn't, like, I felt, you know, thank you. I still love you. I don't know who you are. And also, I forgot to say thank you at the end, which I was really thankful for your response. And I feel like I should have acknowledged that, but I was a douchebag. So. That's the first thing. The second, second thing. I want to introduce, to stand on the stage next to me and make weird faces at you, Novato High and Marin School of the Arts alumni, Gwen Hicks. She's just gonna... Okay, well I guess she's not. She used to be famous around these parts. No, she's not. Okay. Topic 3. So, I'm in a rock and roll band called Handshake, and we're performing. My mother's giving out pins. Talk to my mom. We're performing at the DNA Lounge in a Battle of the Bands on Sunday, and if you liked my song, you should come and see us. It'd be awesome. Give me $10, I'll give you 1 ticket. Okay. And finally, my piece. I've been thinking a lot about internet creepers. I would know, as Greg says, I would know because I am one. Last year in my U.S. history class, my teacher was Miss Thomas, and she asked the class what we think the problem of our generation would be, and most people, most people said global warming, which is totally valid and probably correct, but I said internet addiction. Sure. Because I think it's, because if we don't get off our computers, you know, it's kind of difficult to go out and save the planet. It's cool. Like, I mean, you know, you can look out your window and Twitter about it, which I do. But so I think it's a serious problem, and I'm making fun of it, but it's actually like a legitimate problem. But I wanted to write a piece where I was openly ridiculing something, but also showing compassion for it, because honestly, it's basically just making fun of myself, and that, I don't know, that's what the piece is called, Creepers. It was a quiet and rhythmic experience. What? I knew she was going to do that, I don't know why I said that. Okay. It was a quiet and rhythmic experience. We talked to each other like frightened trolls under competing bridges, trying to invite more strangers underneath to help fight the cold and the loneliness. The computer glow was his nightlight. It was 8:30 in the evening. We sat on his bed and compared horror stories on how no one was following us on Twitter, although he did once follow a woman through Trader Joe's and carefully watched what she bought, how she lifted each box of saltines from the shelf and into her shopping cart. He had to stop himself before he spent $400 on the exact contents of her grocery list. The cashier said her name while he was behind her in line, and he waited a week for her to send him a Facebook friend request that never came. I told him all the noises I hear from my married neighbor's window. It's mostly music, but sometimes it's loving groans, and sometimes it's the painful echo of laughter. He said, "It must be awful to be in love, all that noise." I said, "I know." Then we let the hum of the dying computer fill in for our words for a bit. He said, "The internet died for someone else's sins, but not mine." I didn't know how to respond to that, so I said, "When no one writes on my Facebook wall for more than 2 hours, I go to my windowsill where I have placed my collection of bottles of Purell. I take whiskey-like shots from the next one in line until it burns my tongue, which is usually immediately, but not always." He said, "No one ever writes on my Facebook wall." I said, "No one ever writes on mine either."
They don't sell saltines at Trader Joe's, idiots. Also, before I finish stealing the show by accident,
My fault.
his fault, and Annie Hachi.